That's plenty.
enough.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Good job.
Okay.
You want to throw something in there?
Oh yeah, good, couldn't I?
I use mine.
I like the thing that I want in there most I can do, so. Yeah. Maybe I can take this off. Hold on.
Want to help?
It's heavy.
This one very heavy.
Okay, thank you.